board. And I'm going to have a couple people share wins and wows, but welcome. It's Monday night, June 18th. It's an awesome start to summer. This team is coming off an absolutely awesome boot camp 2 weeks ago, and so many great things are happening. We're making such an impact out there. But we have a very awesome guest speaker tonight, you guys. Her name is Jeanette Vitruba. She lives in the St. Louis, Missouri area. And you know what she said to me today on Voxer, and she thought she was being so funny. And she goes, yeah, I'm the definition of ordinary. And I was like, yeah, right, you are. I know for a fact that to get to where she's gotten, she is highly inspired by our mission. She is highly inspired to make a difference in the life of others. She works hard and she is somebody that I'm sure has been coachable all the way through her journey and continues to work on developing herself so that she can go out into the world and serve others. Jeanette is a national marketing director, and you guys, she's a 100 Club member, which is our most prestigious level of recognition. She's had 2 Elton Award nominations. Those are the highest awards given out in the company. She is a wife. She has 3 gorgeous children, 7 even more gorgeous grandchildren. I always want to steal one of those babies when I see one at conference. And she loves to travel. She loves sports, art, decorating, and the beach. And she is just somebody I admire so deeply. And I'm so thankful she's willing to share a half hour tonight. And she's going to talk about not just qualifying your business, you guys, but inspired. Okay, so just get your notepads out. We're going to share wins and wows at the end of the call, so we give Jeanette as much space as we can to share tonight, and share those nuggets of wisdom with us. So will you take it away?
Okay. Well, I am just so thrilled to be on this Zoom call tonight, and I want you to know that I like to use my hands a lot, and so I may or may not do that. And I also love talking about this topic. This is my very, very favorite topic, is qualifying your business, how we get paid, and what makes this so incredibly different than just having a regular job. And Ellen said to me on Voxer, I hope you don't mind if I said you're ordinary, just an ordinary person. And that's when I Voxed her back and I was laughing. I was like, are you kidding me? If you look in the dictionary, under the word ordinary, it will say Jeanette Vitruba. But here's the cool thing. Here's the cool thing. If you feel like you're ordinary, you can do this. If you feel like you're extraordinary, then you can really do this, okay? So that's what I love about the Juice Plus business, is it's such an even, fair playing field. So it doesn't matter if you're a physician, it doesn't matter if you're a millennial, it doesn't matter if you have a college degree, if you don't have a college degree, it doesn't matter if, all the skills that you need to know to grow a thriving business can be learned. So we look for character and we can teach all the skills. The skills are so simple. And what I'm going to talk a little bit about tonight is so incredibly important. But again, it's not hard to do, and it is very, very simple. My background is a mom. I owned an aerobic studio for a very short time. And I should say the aerobic studio owned me. And but everything in life, I like to say, gets an A+, because whatever your experiences have been and whatever you've done in the past has brought you to where you are now. And so don't think that it's a waste of time. Don't think that anything that you've tried or anything you've gone for, I didn't finish college. I got my license in cosmetology, and I never used it. And then I opened up an aerobic studio, and after a couple years, I closed it. Even though it was very successful, it wasn't making any money. But all those different experiences led me to this. And then when I heard about the virtual, it hit me like a lightning bolt. And I have an incredible product story, and I'm not going to go into that tonight, but just know My son was able to get off all kinds of prescription medication at the age of 7, and we've just all enjoyed incredible health for the last 17 years. So I heard about Juice Plus in 2001, and you talk about a dream job. And because I had all those other experiences, it made me realize, wow, this is something that I could do. You know, I had 3 small children. Well, they were 14, 11, and 7. And I thought, I can do this. I can talk to people about fruits and vegetables, and I can offer them a solution, and I can send them some information. And so in my very first month, I got 54 preferred customers. And the reason I tell you that is not to say, oh, look at me. I've never done that since. I just want you to know it's possible. Anything is possible. So what I like to tell people is, I say, if I was going to give you $10,000 to go find 24 trio orders, do you think you could do it in this month? You guys raise your hand if you think if I gave you $10,000, can you do it? Could you do it? That means you can do it, okay? I'm not going to give you $10,000, but that means that you can do it. So I just want you to know that it doesn't matter if you're average or above average. It doesn't matter where you are now. You can be wherever you want in the next year to 5 years, okay? And there is no glass ceiling, but you do need to learn some basics. And one of the very basics is how we get paid. And I have been was so focused in the beginning on the product. And it's a revolutionary, history-changing product. There's no doubt about it. But let's face it, people come to us if they want to join the business because they want to make money. And they need to know how they can do that. So our mission is just as much about helping people bridge their gap in their finances as it is bridging the gap in their health. And I don't want you guys to shy away from that. You can only help so many people. When you inspire and teach other people, you can reach so many, okay? And you can have this army out there helping people get healthier and wealthier. So please do not shy away from the business. That is one of my very biggest, I think, changes. Just in this last year, I've realized how important it is. So we're going to jump in, and normally I have a whiteboard when I do this, so I'm not going to use a whiteboard tonight. So this is the first time I've done it without a whiteboard. So just pay close attention and take some notes if you want to. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about having a qualified business and why that is so important. And I actually have a really good story in the end that I'll tell you. So a qualified business is also performance bonus, and it's also where we make the extra 5% on our team. All right, so why do you want to have a qualified business? Well, number one, you are leading the way for your team. You're showing everybody what to do. What's one of the most important components of our virtual franchise, and that's the foundation, is having a qualified business. You are also earning the most possible money that you can, and then you are setting yourself up to move to the different club levels. So you've all heard of a 3 club, a 6 club, 12, 24, 39, and then in the last couple years, they've added 50, 75, and 100 club. And so that is what we're talking about. A club is a qualified business. Now, to start out, you have to be a virtual franchise or above, okay? And on the mission-driven model, it's just amazing. It has these different steps. So step 1 is our HLP. Step 2 is the 2,000 plus of the virtual franchise. And step 3, to me, is the jackpot. That is the foundation. So step 3 is qualifying your business. So I like to tell people there are 5 different ways that we get paid. So we get paid retail profit on our products. We get paid commissions. That's the 6, the 14, and the 22%. We get paid bonuses, which is what we're going to talk about tonight. We get paid incentives, which those are those HLP $100, the two. So we have incentives now going all the way up to National Marketing Director, which is so incredible. When I was going up the ladder, nada, nothing. But I'm thrilled for you guys, and I'm thrilled for my team that is making money off of these incentives. But remember, those are just one time. So tonight, we're going to talk about bonuses being paid over and over again. And then, of course, we have our corporate benefits package at the top two levels, Qualifying National Marketing Director and National Marketing Director. So let's jump back to those bonuses. And what we're going to focus on tonight is the 5% PB performance bonus. And again, like I said, I believe that it is the magic. That is what takes our business from just being a job to actually turning us into entrepreneurs, okay? This is why the virtual franchise, it's a real business, and it can go on and on and on, and this is the difference. So I like to tell people that, you know, you can get customers and you can take care of them and you can make a decent part-time income, and that is wonderful for many people. But if you can learn to qualify your business and teach others to qualify and then duplicate that, then you can make a fortune, okay? And I like to compare this to my husband's business. He has a kitchen and bath business where they design and sell kitchens, and it's very similar. He has 7 designers. Whenever they sell a kitchen, they make the bulk of the profit, and he makes a little bit because it's his business, he started it, and he makes money off of them. And so that's exactly what we're doing in this business. However, our plan is much more lucrative because we can build way more than 7 lines, and we get paid down in those lines. We get our 5% bonus on 3, 4, or 5 different levels on each line. So I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about that, but just know the opportunity to build your paycheck is unbelievable. But the foundation, again, is that is that 5%. And so again, you learn this, you teach it, you duplicate it in your team, and you can make a fortune. I had no idea where this was going to take me, but when I saw the marketing plan years ago, I thought to myself, and I want you to tell this to yourself, I'm going to make a fortune. I am going to make a freaking fortune doing this, because Juice Plus someday will be on every kitchen counter. It will be in hospitals. It'll be in doctors' offices. This is history in the making. Okay, do you guys are okay? So you guys have an opportunity to get a piece of this, which is $176 billion a year industry. It's amazing. But we just so happen to have the best product out there because we solve one of the biggest problems there is, okay? So if you have a product that solves a small problem, you can make a little bit. But if you have a product that solves a big problem, again, you can make a fortune. Okay, so you guys get how passionate I am about this? So it's called Qualified Business, 5% or PB. And how do we do that each month? So we need to accumulate 1,000 PVC to qualify for this extra 5%. And again, you can get paid 5% on your team down 3 generations, 4 generations, and up to 5 generations deep, which makes a big difference. And many network marketing companies do not pay that deep. So of course, again, we have the best. So what is that 1,000? So that 1,000 PVC, purchase volume credit, comes from your orders, your customers, your direct distributors, your dealers and your direct distributors. And so why do dealers and direct distributors feed that number? It's because the company knows that you are doing a lot of work to bring that person along and to help them. But the reason why, so you get to include their PVC while you're bringing them up. But the reason why you want to have a qualified business on your own is because once they get to virtual franchise, they don't feed that number anymore. All right. And so that's why it's important to have your own customer base, because you want to constantly be bringing people in and rising them up to virtual franchise and helping them qualify their business. So you never want to count on your dealers and direct distributors. Although if you have a nice pattern, a revolving door, then you can. But let's understand what the 1,000 PVC would look like just from your customers. So that would be 24 trio orders. And here's how we get to 24 trio orders. So a box, a trio of Juice Plus is 169 PVC. Raise your hand if you understand all that. Okay. All right. So most people pay on a monthly basis to keep our paychecks even. And so if you divide that by 4, that 169 PVC, that is approximately 42 PVC every single month. If you times 42 by 24, you have 1,008 PVC. Boom, you have a qualified business. Okay. Now, again, like I said, the dealers and direct distributors feed that number, but you want to move them through the fast track and you want to get them up to virtual franchise, get them launched, get them a qualified business, and then you would have a 1 club. If you help them duplicate, you get to count their clubs. If you do that direct to you in all different directions, that's how you grow a 12 club. That's how you grow then 24, and then they keep duplicating on and on and on. And you have an opportunity to make 5% of all of that. And in the beginning, 5% may not seem like a lot. And in the beginning, it's not the biggest part of your paycheck. And that's why the company does give you these incentives. But I can tell you, as you grow your team, and where I am now and probably where Ellen is, and maybe even many of you, that 5% is the biggest part of your paycheck. So how can I manage about 30 customers, let's say, and make a 6-figure income? You know, a lot of people, when they join, they think you need hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of customers. I know my sister-in-law had an account job that she took care of 500 different customers. I said, no, Gina, you maintain 24, let's say to 40, depending on what they're ordering, keep a qualified business, help teach that, and you can grow this massive paycheck. So I just want that to soak into you guys. You know, customers are important. Without customers, we wouldn't even need to be here tonight. Customers are very important. But I want you guys introducing the business as much as possible, sharing the business as much as possible. Be proud. I told one of my reps the other day, I'm like, are you kidding me? Juice Plus is so classy. This is like the classiest thing you can do, okay? And have your time freedom, but we need to teach the qualified business, get a customer base, and duplicate that. Now, I have people on my team that have like 70, 80 customers. And that's okay. That's okay. But she needs to be converting some of those into reps, right? Because imagine what could happen when she inspires them and that just explodes. So always be looking for customers, because we move customers to distributors and distributors with goals. And we move on from there. But the qualified business is at the crux of all of it, is the most important component to understand how you can make money off of the efforts of others, which is being an entrepreneur, okay? So I want to tell you a story real quick, and then I'll wrap it up. In the beginning, I made my husband a rep. Now, they don't always advise that now, but I did. I made my husband a rep, and I started putting people underneath him. Well, I was focused on my business and focused over here and helping the people all underneath him. And I realized his paycheck every month was between $60 and $1,000. No, I'm sorry. His paycheck was between $60 and $100 every single month. And then I realized I had some qualified businesses under him, and I thought, my gosh, how much money am I leaving lay on the table? Because that's what we're doing. If we have any team at all and we are not qualifying our business, then you are leaving money behind. And so I started adding customers and built his up to a qualified business, and his paycheck seriously went 1 month, it was around $60. And that very next month after I qualified his business, it was over $1,000. So I kind of gave it away by accidentally saying that. But can you imagine my shock and how much money I had been leaving on the table? So again, we're running out of time now, but I could talk about qualifying your business forever, because it is what sets us apart from having a regular job. We can be entrepreneurs. There is no glass ceiling, and this product is going to be every place. I'm telling you. And I'll wind it up with this. I was going to visit one of my reps who is a breast surgeon in Illinois, and I turned down the street where her medical office is, and there's literally buildings being built on either side all the way down this street. And it was called something Parkway. And I started looking, and they were all medical buildings. And it like broke my heart. And I'm telling you, they should name that street Lack of Fruit and Vegetable Parkway. Do you agree? I mean, that's what I'm telling you. We know that the sick care industry is exploding and imploding. And so what we have can change people's lives and does change people's lives. And it has saved me thousands of dollars over the years on the prescriptions and the doctor's appointments that I have not had to make for my son for the last 17 years. So you guys have a special gift to share with people. Don't worry about your background. Don't worry about the people on your team, where they've come from. It's all about where they are going with the most incredible product in the world, with the most incredible business. And if I can do it, Miss Ordinary, let me tell you, ordinary. You guys, anybody can do this. But it is all about qualifying your business and duplicating that over and over and over again. And that's all I have.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. That was amazing. And I got so many nuggets out of that, but really how you defined how this is what makes the virtual franchise an entrepreneurial endeavor. And it is so simple as qualify your own and teach other people. And sometimes our brain overcomplicates things. And really that's all we're doing. So let's open it up for a couple questions, you guys, before Jeanette hops off to do her team call.
Please, someone have a question.
They're getting those 24 trios. They want the $10,000. How's that for a moment of truth, guys?
I have a question.
Okay.
Okay, so you have a new rep. How do you get them to get started? What's your motivation or inspiration to really propel new reps? Because I feel I've got a whole bunch of new reps, and I'm like not sure how to get them from getting excited to implementing it.
Okay. So I would say one of the number one things is, and you know, we've heard it 1,000 times, is finding out their why. And my why wasn't as much making the money, although believe me, it was about the money, because when I was younger, I was supposed to get braces and my dad said we couldn't afford braces. And so I just always took that like, oh my gosh, I know my dad loves me, but you mean you can't even find the money to give me braces? So I thought to myself when I looked back, so you want to find people's pain, okay? You want to find out what will happen if they don't, okay? Do this. if they don't make this money. Okay, so I say peel the onion back, find the pain. And I just knew in that moment, seriously, I was a little kid. I thought, I'm not living like this. I will not live like this when I'm an adult. My kids are getting braces, whether they need braces or not. Okay, so you find the pain, like why do they want to do this? Does that help?
Yes,
Question.
absolutely. Thank you.
That is so powerful. Wow.
You were honest enough to share the mistake you made with your husband and not getting him qualified. Any other mistakes out there that you want to give us a heads up on?
I think the other mistake, it took me about 4 years to get to qualify national marketing director. And then my niece was very ill for about 3 years. But my paycheck kept coming in. That was very powerful, but I wasn't like growing. And after she had a heart transplant and everything was okay, I literally made NMD within like 2 months. I think that I could have made it to national marketing director in 4 years if I hadn't focused so much just on the product. So I would say my biggest problem was, I mean, the thing I would change going back is not focus so much on the product. I literally was obsessed with the product and just kind of put the business over here. And then I have a lot of people on my team saying, well, we got to get them on Juice Plus first. I'm like, no, you don't. There's just as many people that want wealth as health. So that is a real shift in my thinking now. Real shift. I talk about the business as much or more as the product. So that was my biggest problem. I was all about the product.
So if we talk about the business more, we should generate more business.
Yeah, you will. You will, if that's what's on your focus. And I love you guys, but look at.
Jeanette, thank you so much. This was absolutely a treat. Everybody, send her a message later. Say thank you. Share this recording, and we'll stay on the line as a team and share wins and wows for the week. But Jeanette, thank you so much.
I'd love to stay on, but I gotta go.
Pleasure.
Okay, you guys are awesome.
Hi from us.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Good night.
Night, everyone.